Alright, boys. We're back. Today, we're talking Conor McGregor. He's back. He had his doctor stoppage leg injury, but that's not going to stop him. He loves the sport. He loves the scrap. He should retire. He can retire. He doesn't need this. He has nothing to gain except legacy or ruin his legacy, and that is a bit of a flip of a coin. It can either break you, because you don't want Conor McGregor to be a BJ Penn. I know he didn't accomplish as much as BJ Penn, but yeah, I mean, nobody wants to see a guy ruin his legacy. But he is coming back, and who should he fight? That's what we're going to break down here today. Welcome back to the channel. Subscribe, like. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. Please, come on, subscribe, follow, like, share. Come on, get the whole family in. Come on, support the new best MMA channel. Alright, boys. Since Conor McGregor won the lightweight title in 2016, he's had a bit of a mixed bag in MMA. He boxed Floyd Mayweather, which is, I mean, fair play. Who wouldn't have done the same in his position? What did he gain? So much money just from that one little dance in the ring. His boxing is not as hard as MMA, let's be honest. Let's be brutally honest here. It's not as hard. 4 ounce gloves instead of, what, 10, 12? And you can kick, you can grapple. It's not as hard. And he just danced around for 10 rounds. Made him a bag and made him a 100 millionaire. But since he's come back to MMA since that, he's just not looked the same. In the Khabib fight, he was drunk at the press conference. He came out. He got caught by Khabib. You can't get caught by Khabib in striking department. You're supposed to be world class in striking department. He is. That's why he getting caught by Khabib. Got choked out in the 4th round. Did not look himself. Came back against Donald Cerrone, but who has not beaten Donald Cerrone? He's launched so many careers. God bless him and have fun in retirement, Donald. Who else has he fought? Dustin Poirier twice. In the first one, I mean, you can make excuses for all his fight because he's not lost to bums. Everyone seems to say he's so washed, but he hasn't lost to any bums. He's lost to Poirier and Khabib. You could say two of the best lightweights ever. They are two of the best lightweights ever. In the first one, he was focused on Manny Pacquiao. You can see that in his stance and the way he was boxing. He wasn't MMA, he was boxing. And then in the last one, he broke his leg and,
Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby. Hit me back up, we'll chat to you later on. We'll be at the after party, the Win nightclub, baby. You looking bitch, you little Kim. Conor.
So, yeah, but he's coming back. And who should he fight? I mean, it looks like Chandler's being matched up with Poirier, which is a good matchup, but I think he should fought Chandler, not box him, fight him in MMA, because that is a great fight, but it doesn't seem like he can make 155 anymore. He's massive, he's huge, he's absolutely massive. He's like 190, 200. Before his walk around weight was 170, which is what he fought Donald Cerrone at. He had 2 breakfasts in his Nate Diaz. I mean, the obvious one is Nate Diaz, but as many issues as he's having, I don't think that fight will happen because, yeah, he's pissing in front of Dana White's, yeah, he's fighting Hamza, and who knows what will happen. If he wins, he's gonna fight for the title if he resigns. Oh, Jesus, oh, what a great fight that is. Oh yeah, I've broken that fight down, so check that out down below. I'll leave a link. But yeah, who should he fight? Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, but he looks like he's fighting Burns, but it's not confirmed yet, so you never know. But I don't think you should throw him right in the deep end. You know what I mean? Give him a name like Tony Ferguson, Dan Hooker. Give him someone like that. I don't know 155 or 170 because 170 is down below. It's a full of killers. You don't want to give him some killers in 170. I think 170 is for fun fights. If he really wants to go for the title again, I think 155 is where he should be because he's not gonna have the knockout power at 170. I don't know how much mass is, but with all this mass, he will just be either quicker to gas out which is, I don't think it was good for him doing all this mass, but I'm not the trainer, am I? You want to give him a winnable fight. Because if he loses one more to not the top, he's done. Nobody's going to buy his pay-per-views anymore. You want to give him a good fight that you can win, and then you can talk the big matchups, you know, the Jorge Masvidals and stuff like that. A winnable matchup, I mean, if you want to really give him a winnable one, give him Jim Miller. Give him something like Dan Hooker, Tony Ferguson. Give him these names, because they're all so winnable. Because Tony is really hittable. And we all, one thing that you can't bitch at Conor McGregor, I mean, you can talk about his game, you can break down why he's bad at this, bad at that. But one thing you can't do that with is his striking. He's so good, he's world class. If he points your chin, you're dead on the floor. You know, Tony Ferguson's very, very hittable. Dan Hooker's very hittable. Charles Oliveira's extremely hittable. You know, they were talking about that match, and yes, it's not deserved. It would have been a great fight, wouldn't it? I mean, like, Conor McGregor is he's such a sharp shooter, isn't he? Coming back, nobody knows the weight class. But okay, I've talked 155 now. Let's talk 170. Who could he fight? I mean, in 170, the people he could give him is Stephen Thompson. I think that would be a great fight. Give him a striker, don't give him a grappler. I mean, we've seen enough of him being taken down in the Khabib fight. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody's buying. Like, you're not going to get a mil plus pay-per-view buys if you give him a no-name. Gilbert Burns, that is a great fight. Because Gilbert Burns will stand and bang. Because he knows what the people want. And you saw that in the Hamzat fight. And he deserves a big matchup. Like a Jorge Masvidal. Like a McGregor. Like a Stephen Thompson. No, he's beaten Stephen Thompson. But you know what I mean? Colby Covington. He deserves these big matchups. You could do Michael Chandler at 170. I think that would be a really fair and good fight. But then also, you got people like Michel Pereira. I know he's a bit of a young, and he will probably beat him. But it would have been a great striking battle. You know what I mean? Robbie Lawler, Nick Diaz. Nah, Nick Diaz versus McGregor will blow the roof off. I mean, he's not going to deserve a main event, but it will be a main event. And oh my god, that would be a great matchup. That is who I think McGregor should go back to. Nick Diaz versus McGregor, 170. And oh my god, the press conferences, everything, it would be sick. It would be great. Yeah, that's my pick. Nick Diaz versus McGregor. And also a bit of a fair shout to Jorge Masvidal. Alright boys, that's been me. Peace out. You know, 1,000 subscribers before the end of August. 10 days. Come on boys, like, share, comment, do anything to promote your boy. And then I'll see you later. Peace.